An international conference on restoring Lake Chad is underway in the Nigerian capital, Abuja. Lake Chad faces the very real danger of drying up. It's been shrinking since 1963. From its original size of about 25,000 square kilometers, it now covers only 1,300 square kilometers. CGTN's Kelechi Emekalam has more.
The international conference kicked off on Monday here in Nigeria's capital, Abuja. So far, representatives from 8 countries that make up the Lake Chad Basin, namely host Nigeria, Chad, Cameroon, Niger, Libya, Sudan, Algeria and the Central African Republic are attending. We understand heads of states from those countries will join on Wednesday to close the conference. In the first 2 days, a technical committee will be discussing ways to save Lake Chad from extinction. They will also deliberate on the social, economic and environmental challenges posed by the disappearance of Lake Chad. Development partners, among them the Chinese government, the World Bank, the African Development Bank, the Lake Chad Basin Commission and UNESCO are also here to put an end to the extinction of Lake Chad. The disappearance of Lake Chad is a stern warning about the dangers many African countries face as a result of global warming.
The millions of people, probably more than 10 million people spread around 5 to 6 countries that border that lake, are impacted by that. Their livelihoods, a lot of these communities, fishermen, they depend on the lake for a whole range of resources. So we're talking about a major dislocation in terms of livelihoods, in terms of the economy, in terms of the socio-cultural fabric that links these communities together, and a lot of that has been dislocated and impacted by this significant reduction in the volume of the lake.
Nigeria and Chad had previously requested for $50 billion through the African Union and international donors to help recharge Lake Chad. The idea is water would be diverted from River Ubangi in Central Africa to refill it. Currently, Lake Chad is shared by Nigeria, Cameroon and Chad, and it's an essential source of livelihood for nearly 30 million people in these countries. But it's also an area infested by Boko Haram insurgents, which means attempts at restoring it must also include a component on defeating the insurgents. Kelechi, Emekalam, CGTN, Abuja, Nigeria.